Welcome back to yet another Microsoft Flight Simulator Cardiff video. Now it's been too long since the last video, so I thought why not get back into the swing of things with an absolute cracker of an aircraft, which comes in the form of the PMDG DC-6. Now this aircraft has been being made. Well, it's been released now, but it was made for the last 9 months. So a lot of work has gone into it. Comes in at £40 or 54 USD, and I would totally say it's worth it, as every single button works. I'll be showing you in a minute. Even the circuit breakers work. It's a very complex aircraft, but I so far would definitely recommend it. So here we are in the cockpit of the DC-6. Very nice looking aircraft, I have to say. Up here, look, very complex aircraft. Does take a while to get used to it. I'd say 2 or 3 flights, and then you sort of got the routine going. Now what I was talking about earlier on with the circuit breakers was this. So we'll go to the back of the cockpit. Now see here, circuit breakers. All of them work. Absolutely incredible. Like, I know, like, with the, PA28 and that, all of those circuit breakers work, but to think that, like, obviously that's about 3 times as many, and they all work, it's absolutely incredible. And although we didn't expect anything less from PMDG, sorry, it's just really hard to get your head around to think that every button works. Now I'll give you a few tips on how to start off with the aircraft and give you sort of a little way to, well, not a way to remember, but just something to reference back to if you're in any trouble. So first thing I will say is right now I'm moving my joystick, and you can see on the screen right now the yoke isn't moving. Sorry about the weird rudder pedal movement. It's a known problem with the TCA quadrant. Right now I'm not touching the quadrant, but they still are moving. So right now I'm moving it right and left. You can almost see that I am touching it from the rudder pedals, and the yoke is not moving. Now it's down here, this lever. This takes a while to move, so don't keep clicking it, but there you go, you can see yoke is now moving. Down here, mixtures, don't put this lever on lock, otherwise you cannot put the mixtures up. Up here we have the sort of electrical panel and engine panel. So here you have the boost pumps and the battery switch here, and source selector, engine selector, and starter, boost and prime, and magnetos, as this is a prop liner. Over here onto the, I'm not sure if it's on the other side. No, it's not on the other side, but on the captain's side, up to the left, there is the heaters or anti-ice units. You have the masters, so there we go. And up here you can select what type of anti-ice you want to use. So if it's 0 to -40, you'd put it on that. I'm not sure what this one does, but 10 to 100, you'd put that on that mode. Here you have a few light knobs. No, there's an alarm bell when you press that button. Now, if you are used to flying more newer and modern aircraft, one of the only switches I say that you'd recognise in here is the landing light switches. Now these are found all over the place. You can get them in the 747, 777, A320, A3. I'm not sure about the A380, but they're still in modern aircraft. So that for me was I was like, well, I know that's the landing lights, even though there is a big sign. So now we've got the battery on. Here are the radio panels, one of the most advanced pieces of tech in here. So there we go, radio panels are now on. Now what I was talking about the alarms is up here. Hopefully this works. There we go. You can hear the alarm going off. So that's just a test, but for instance, if you have a fire anywhere in the cabin, that is what you'll hear. Now here are the throttles. Again, similar to the mixtures, don't put this in lock. And also, if you have it on, well, I suppose this is now going to be the toga. If you have it on the toga, you will hit a small beeping sound, but do not press this, well, unless you want to keep it in a certain detent. But yeah, that's the throttle lock. I'm not really sure. Oh, there we go. Tank selectors. I'm not too sure what difference this makes just yet, as you know, this came out on Friday and I got it on Saturday, so it's still a new aircraft to me. But yeah, these I'm not really sure, but you do need them, I think, to start the engines. Here you have the carburetor heat, landing gear, and I believe that is, yeah, flaps. Then you have all the VHFs over here and radio panels. Here is the gyro pilot. Again, I'm not too sure how to use this, but you put gyro pilot on and that would signal a blue light like that when it is on midair. Now down here, I'm a bit confused, as in the PMDG videos and tutorials, which I do highly recommend, they say the gyro pilot is an early version of an autopilot. However, you can see down here we have an autopilot, so I'm not really sure what the difference is between that. Again, I'll have to look into it. But yeah, so this was just a short demonstration or preview or impressions of the DC-6 from PMDG. Like I said, would highly recommend this aircraft, but I mean, well, I'd recommend it if you know your stuff. If you are a beginner, like some of my friends are, they just do it for fun, like because they've seen me playing it and they thought it was fun. I wouldn't recommend spending £40 pounds or 54 USD on it if you don't know what you're doing. Obviously there is the controls. I'm not sure what the auto start is, Control E or Control C, but I wouldn't recommend paying £40 if you don't know what you're doing. But if you do, perfect aircraft, lovely vintage aircraft. Oh yeah, and over here you can open the window and manually adjust it to where you want it to be. But yeah, like I said, if you're a hardcore simmer and you know your stuff, I'd recommend it. If you want a bit of a taste of a different aircraft to what you get in Microsoft Flight Simulator, then this is the perfect aircraft for you. Within saying that, that leads us to the end of the video. So if you did enjoy, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. This was Microsoft Flight Simulator Cardiff. See you later and goodbye.